Alright everybody, how's it going? It's Big E. Welcome to Big E's Auto. So today we're working on our 7.3 Powerstroke again. We're not doing any mods. There's nothing broken, believe it or not. We took the air filter off. It's a reusable one. So I'm going to show you guys today, and you guys probably most of you already know how to do this, but I just wanted to go over how to go ahead and do how to clean the filter. So this is the cleaner I'm using here, the K&N Power Clean, and I'm sure there's other companies that make a cleaner for these filters. So this is the filter, and I already sprayed it down. As you can see, it is crusty. I mean, it was great when I took it off. So I went ahead and sprayed this up. I'm gonna let it set for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and hose it off, and we'll see just exactly how much grime and soot's gonna come out of this thing. And then we're gonna go ahead, and I might have an issue. I might not have the oil, but you can use any kind of oil because all you're using the oil for is to trap dust, and this will take any oil out. So I may use transmission fluid, I may use engine oil, I'm not sure yet. I gotta dig around and see what I can find, but for now we're gonna go ahead and let this thing set up and get clean, and when I come back we're gonna go ahead and hose this off. Alright guys, it's Big E. So we're at the point here where we have the cleaner on here for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start rinsing. As you can see, it's turning white. So it's stripping the oil and all the dirt, hopefully, with it. And I think we're done with the actual cleaning of the filter at this point. So our next step will be, at this point, you can either let it air dry or hit it with compressed air, which is what I might do to make sure you get it dry. And our next step will be to actually oil it. Alright guys, so I'm back. So like I said, I blew it out, the filter that is. I blew it out with a compressed air. So basically what I did was I used this, I don't know if you can see that silver up there. I used that as my starting point. So I went up, I blew up and down each pleat of the filter. And then I slowly worked my way all the way around, okay, until I came back to this pleat. Then I blew out the bottom here. Then I blew it I think twice. I went around 2 or 3 times. Make sure you keep going, and it's gonna collect obviously at the lowest point. So that's why I kept blowing this out. So that might help. And then also let it sit in the sun for about 20 minutes just to make sure everything's dry. So like I mentioned before in the video, I didn't realize I didn't have any of the K&N specific oil, which I talked to a couple of people. They said it's a bunch of malarkey. I don't know for sure, so we're going to use transmission fluid, because basically the job of the oil, sorry, the wind's picking up, so my camera's taking off, so everybody I'm sure can criticize me in the comments about my terrible camera work, and I really don't give 2 shits. But anyway, the job of the oil on a filter, an air filter, is not more or less to trap it. You have this, the media that's in the filter itself, whether it's paper, fiber, whatever it is, that's going to trap your big dirt, like leaves, big shit, you know. Your small stuff, what's going to catch that, or what is really good at that? Yes, you need to have a good kind of media as far as your filter material, but any kind of oil attracts dirt, and that's what's going to keep the dirt from going past your media and into your engine. So a couple people said that they did this. I don't know 100% if it's going to work, so it's going to be an experiment. It's transmission fluid. It's red, so it kind of looks like the K&N oil, but it's really just ATF transmission fluid. Any will work. We're going to try it out and see how it works. You think it through, I don't see why it wouldn't, but here we go. So I put in an ATF in a regular spray bottle. Okay, so now I'm going to hold the filter like so, and I'm just going to, of course, I'm going to load it in there as best as I can to get that media nice and wet. Now the only problem with this spray bottle, it doesn't have a spray. It just has the I guess what they call the stream. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm basically gonna soak this filter. I want. So basically, when I'm done here, I want this whole filter to be red with the oil in it. So that way, I know it's completely covered and it's gonna effectively do its job as far as trapping dirt and foreign particles. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish spraying this, and when I come back, we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna put it on the truck and just wrap everything up. So I'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, it's Big E. I'm back here. So we're just finishing up. I put the filter back on. Still got some oil. I'm gonna wait for that to settle in. So basically, I'm gonna wait a little bit yet, and then I'm gonna wipe. Obviously, I'm gonna wipe all the excess off here. I did, while I had the filter off, I took the rag, I put a little oil on it, and I wiped the inside of the intake tube out. That way, if there's any material in there, just help with cleaning, keeping everything clean, because when you're dealing with air filters and stuff, and then kind of that stuff, it's all about cleanliness, because you want to have it, obviously you want to keep as much dirt out of your engine as possible, to help it, obviously last longer. So like I said, this is kind of like an experiment. We're going to use the transmission fluid. We did use the power clean, but if the transmission fluid, it is an oil, and I'm going to see how it works. I'm anxious to see how it works, because obviously transmission fluid is a little cheaper than the actual K&N oil. So we're going to see how that all works out. See how the truck does, if it runs just as good. I don't think it'll make a difference, but we're going to wait and see. I'm sure somebody somewhere is going to blow up my comments about how I'm a hack, whatever. I'm doing an experiment here and I see how it works. And like I said, I talked with a couple other people who do the same thing, and they haven't had any issues. So yeah, there's probably like a million videos on YouTube of how to clean a K&N filter. I just figured I'd do something for guys who subscribe to this channel or watch the channel. This is more or less how I do it. If I have the oil, I'll use the K&N oil. Unfortunately, I thought I had the oil in the garage and I don't, so I'm trying out the transmission fluid that a couple people recommend that I use. So that's it for now. Like and subscribe, hit the notification button. That's all I got for tape. Oh, it's Friday before Easter, so happy Easter to everybody, to you and your family. Wish everybody the best of health and all that good stuff. Watch out for each other, take care of each other. We'll see you right here next time on Big E's. Bye for now.